Like, you steaming. I don't know the last time I smoked a thing. I ain't gonna front. These niggas on this shit ain't fucking with me, bro. Niggas ain't fucking with me, B. Like, let me check out my munch shit after I'm done with beating the ass, bro. I'm back here a bit. Thank you.
A building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League. This is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. To kick off, here's Will Lutz, and we're off from Arrowhead.
Huh?
This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Yeah, it's time for night-night. You bugging.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
I ain't gonna lie, we can talk about this tomorrow. I'm not even incapacitated to remember what you're talking about. I ain't front.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure
I always
just
admit that
all
you
the
just
timing,
don't listen.
the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
You only listen. Hey, I'm keeping to myself.
Oh, man. By the defense. They get at the 32. Jonathan Cooper.
That's
That's
all
going
right.
to lead us to a 3rd and 13.
That's difficult.
Now it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. This is going to go for a gain of about 9. Knocked out in most spots, but here they're short of what they needed. It's 4th down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
That's Hayes listen to that.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time left. And they convert on 4th down. That's enough juice in that play to get what was needed on that 4th and 5.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
The throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And this defense stringing together some strong reps here early, Brock. That pass rush off to a great start.
One thing I've grown to appreciate, too, in this just kind of analytical revolution we're in, the stats of today, Kate, it's not just sacks, it's pressures, right? It's those hits, those pressures, because you know they make a strong impact, too.
They're all over that screen, Brock. They can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Lost a bunch on that completed pass, and they're going to need a far better completion here, 3rd and long. Pistol now for Mahomes. Right side, Thornton's got it. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards, nicely done, but still short of the marker. So it is 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. And that's definitely going to do it. It's a 19-yard response facing that 4th down. That keeps this drive going.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Walker on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment.
It's time for 99. I don't know why she's out, bro. Like, she's toasting me.
Misfires early. That last completion is 5th in his 7 attempts so far. Quickly out wide. Here's Kelsey. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
It's also going to bring a third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the air, Mahomes. And this is going to bring up fourth down, Brock. Nice job to contain that in the short field and limit that to a gain of 2.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Butker knocks it through. And all the way into the second quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Pick up.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get into about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Working quickly here. Next to throw on 2nd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. G-I-C-I-N-T. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. And this will wind up incomplete. So failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, Well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust.
Yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped at the 14. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing here, Nix. Nowhere to go with it, and he's planted. They got him at the 16. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look. I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer you not start with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. To the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. Gained back 14 before he stepped out, and that's going to give the Chiefs a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
That one connects. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, a 55-yarder. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they lead by 13.
Chiefs 13. Broncos nothing.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Nick's quick out ride, complete. And they're going to get there to force him out, but a nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Harvey. This is ahead for about 5. A low-hit Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up
Second down, give to Harvey. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
Brought down by Nick Bolton.
It's a 3rd down, give to Harvey. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. Touchdown, Denver!
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. Now we've got a 6-point ball game. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Taking a chance to the end zone. Looking end zone, and incomplete. Oh, would have been a one-play touchdown drive if they'd connected. But they're going to need at least a second snap now. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. It's another one for Cooper. And that is a couple for him today.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Harvey headed right. Nice cut, and he gets home. Touchdown, Broncos. R.J. Harvey is 2nd in this quarter. Extra point try now for Lutz. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they'll take the lead.
Broncos 14, Chiefs 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he launches himself forward to add even more onto the end of that pickup. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City
Here's Mahomes.
Chiefs. First down.
Contact is made. He's hit and drops back across midfield at the 44.
Mahomes
Goes to the hurry up here.
Zach Allen. A loss of 5 brings up
Second down, Mahomes.
15 at the 44.
Short pass brought in. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play, and that earns Kansas City the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
He was brought down.
Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Mahomes throwing here on second. That pass is complete to Kelsey. He's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker to try the point after. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. They're probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Back to Harvey on second down. Runs inside the 35. All the way. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
Now the offense and Knicks come to the line and look at attack on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
Broncos 22, Chiefs 19.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Mahomes. Riley hauls it in. Well, he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
It's a gain of 8.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
What time you playing on down?
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Running left, here's Walker. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Working on 2nd down. Mahomes. completes this one to Gray. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it's going to be first down, Chiefs.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pistol now for Mahomes. Here's a screen now for Walker. And a stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. He stops here, gain of about 7, and that's going to give the Chiefs a first down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trail by a field goal. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Now it's Mahomes. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to 3rd down.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
Needs something big. It's 3rd and long. They give up the gut to Walker. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
At the 14-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. Quickly out wide. Here's Kelsey. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Throwing now. Escapes the defender. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good. So they take the lead, and that extra point buys them a little bit of breathing room here, partner. The field goal doesn't tie it now. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. He'll look to throw it. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Offense to the line for first down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Giving this to Harvey. Pushing for the red zone. There's the hit, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. That's going to be first down Denver. Down to 8 seconds to this, and maybe one more snap. Setting up to pass. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. And he shakes out the pressure and nails it. And now an opposing field goal would only tie us here.
29. Chiefs 26.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to their last snap here. Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter.